This is interesting. Okay. When they do lose interest, it's usually because they met a friend with a shared niche, or they lost the fun and intrigue of the relationship as they figured their spouse out, or they felt overloaded. I think that can be true. Even if they get tired or bored, remember that no relationship will ever satisfy them perfectly. Yeah, that's like my ideology is that no one person is going to meet every single need that you have. In some respects, you need to meet your own needs and be self-sufficient. You also need to seek out different relationships for different parts and pieces of your life and look for different aspects of different people to sort of like round out the experience of your life. It's not all contained within one person, even though one person does contain multitudes. If you love a 5, remember it takes them a few days to logically understand their own and your feelings. And they don't want and likely can't execute the same level of socializing you can. 5's the most introverted type. Their love delves deep, and you can find them thinking about you in small, thoughtful acts that take much of their time and energy. That's very true. Yeah, small, thoughtful acts. Okay, partners of 5s usually pick the 5 initially for their focus on them. We do have an intense focus on people we care about and are intrigued by. Laid back attitude? Yeah, usually pretty chill. Wit and stability. Yeah, I think those are very attractive aspects. This sort of passionate focus. Whenever a person we deeply care about is related to our engagement, our intense focus and passion for something, people can get swept up in that. Yeah, I could see that being deeply attractive. I don't want to speak so highly of myself, but it's helpful when partners don't demand things of the 5 that the 5 doesn't have as their gifts, like being the life of a party or being spontaneous. Yeah, don't ask that of us. You're going to be sorely disappointed. Encourage them to take care of themselves, especially with physical activity. Yeah, if you want to care for your INTJ, encourage them to take care of themselves. We don't do it enough. If they can't share feelings, help them to work on this little by little with the help of a counselor or coach. But understand that their feelings are often hard to access or hard to explain because, well, for an INTJ, it's like hard to explain because it's very subjective and abstract. Build them up with healthy thoughts about themselves. Now, I don't think that matters as much. For an INTJ, we're not deeply insecure about ourselves. I don't necessarily think we need that kind of reassurance, and it might be seen as being unnecessary or manipulative if you try to like praise us or like build us up in a false and sincere way. Maybe avoid that with INTJs. I don't know. Be sincere if you like truly admire or value the INTJ in your life. Don't do it falsely. Don't give false words of affirmation ever. Yeah, appreciation and admiration, but again, you need to be sincere and you really need to mean it. If you admire an INTJ in your life, if you appreciate them, state that as factually and plainly and straightforward as you can. We appreciate that feedback.